Yes, let's start today's session. In the last session of DJANGO, we were discuss about how to make setup of DJANGO. That is, these are the steps which we follow. Steps to set up the DJANGO project. Okay. So we followed the 10 steps or 12 steps we followed, like to install virtual environment and create a folder in DJANGO 9 p.m. folder in desktop and move to that folder, how to create virtual environment, how to activate virtual environment, and after that, how to install DJANGO and check the DJANGO version and create DJANGO project, application, and run server. Okay. So those who are new to this session, I strongly recommend to watch my previous 2 videos, which is available in DURGASOFT YouTube channel. Okay, today what I'm trying to discuss. So same steps, whatever we followed in the last lecture. So apart from these steps, you can also create a DJANGO project directly using PyCharm Professional Editor. So PyCharm Professional Editor, I'm going to use from now onwards continuously for DJANGO development. PyCharm Professional Editor. So this is the folder which we create in the last lecture, DJANGO 9 p.m. folder. In this folder, I create DJANGO project 9 p.m. folder. In this project, I create my app folder. This is application name. And also we created virtual environment, that is my env. In this virtual environment, libraries available, basic libraries, which is required to implement a DJANGO application. Okay. So these are all folder. But if you want to run this project through PyCharm editor, so we can also go with Visual Studio Code, but in our lecture, I am going to follow completely PyCharm editor only completely, sir. All the PyCharm editor I'm going to explain. So let me open PyCharm Professional Editor. You may get doubt here, sir. For core and advanced Python purpose, we use PyCharm Community Editor. No? So why don't we use Community Editor for DJANGO also? Because Community Editor is a free of cost. So no need to take any license, and it's not about trial version, it's full featured version. The problem when we open DJANGO project in PyCharm Community Editor, so while writing the code of DJANGO development process, so there is no IntelliSense will be available. When we use PyCharm editor, there is no IntelliSense. So that is the big problem from the programmer side. So you can't easily handle the things while writing DJANGO application code. So if you follow the IntelliSense, that will be easy to write the code. That's what I recommend PyCharm Professional Editor. So when we go with PyCharm Professional Editor for DJANGO project development, so PyCharm Professional Editor will provide all the required libraries for DJANGO application development. Even REST API Flask purpose also, I use PyCharm Professional Editor only. So how to get PyCharm Professional Editors are here. So let's go to just Google and type download PyCharm Professional Editor. Download PyCharm. You can type it simply. Download PyCharm. Download PyCharm. Then press enter. So you'll be able to see this jetbrains.com website here, official website it is. So you can click on this link, first link, and you'll be able to see here first PyCharm Professional Editor, the Python IDE integrated development environment for professional developers. So this is recommend for DJANGO, REST API with including SQLite 3 database all. So download and install it clearly. So you can just download it. You will be able to get clearly PyCharm Professional Editor. After that, you just double click on the .exe file and click on next. You have to install after that. So after installation, you can able to open PyCharm Professional Editor exactly. And look at this, that is for 30 days trial version only here. But after opening PyCharm Professional Editor also, it will show you clearly one window with the start trial and start license. If you have already license, then we can click on license, but generally we don't get any license, not required to get any license from JetBrains community. Just go with start trial. Once you click with start trial, it will ask you to create a new account. So click on create a new account and you have to enter the mail ID, valid mail ID. Once you enter the mail ID and click on submit, so JetBrains people will send a notification to your mail. So after that, you have to open the mail and you have to click the link called confirm account. Once the moment when we click on confirm account, and it will ask you to create one account. So with username, first name, last name, username, password, mail ID, all. Then after that, you can click on sign up. Means account creation successfully done. Once account creation successfully done, then go to again PyCharm professional window, start trial, and now that this time login you can use. Login means username and password at the time of account creation, what provided, you have to provide same thing. Once username and password provided, after that start, then PyCharm professional editor will be open for 30 days. So I have to use 30 days time PyCharm professional editor. But you may get doubt after 30 days, next what procedures are, just we can go with the other account with new mail, then we can extend more 30 days like that on. So no need to purchase PyCharm professional editor for Django development. Or else you can decide you are not comfortable with this PyCharm professional editor, go with Visual Studio Code also, that is free. And even we can go with PyCharm community editor also, that is free. But the problem with PyCharm community editor is you will not get any IntelliSense option. There is a big problem to handle the situations in Django development. So either you can go for PyCharm professional or you can go for Visual Studio Code only. Anyone you can go through this. Okay. But already in my computer, I have installed for my previous batches. So PyCharm professional editor I have installed. So let me open PyCharm professional here. So even already you have, once we have PyCharm community editor, then you can also use professional editor also, not a problem. Both are possible, sir. So look at this in my computer, PyCharm community edition is there as well as PyCharm professional also there. Both I can maintain. Even Visual Studio Code also there. You can see VS Code also there, not a problem. VS Code. So any editor you can use, any number of editors you can maintain, not a problem. So I'm just opening PyCharm professional editor, click on it. But the moment when I click on PyCharm professional editor, in the recent times, okay, what project I open in PyCharm professional, that project is loading now. So actually it is loading Django 10 a.m. project. It is my offline session project. Whenever I handle today, this project is opening, but actually this is not your project. So how I can open my project? So yesterday we created our project. No? The folder is Django 9 p.m. folder. And in this folder, project folder is there. You just open it, this folder in PyCharm professional editor. So how to open your project into PyCharm professional editor means, just observe here. Today, all the settings and everything we will be covered in PyCharm professional editor with our project. So what problems generally you can face while working with PyCharm professional editor, how to manage your Django project clearly in PyCharm professional editor. I'll tell you step by step so that in upcoming sessions you don't get any problems. So right now, if you want to open existing project, so click on file menu, first step in the PyCharm professional editor, and go to open option. Click on open, sir. Once you click on open, you can go to the location of your project where we created the project. So I created project in the desktop. The folder name is 9 p.m. folder, sir. Django 9 p.m. It's my folder name. But don't select this folder and click on OK. But inside the folder, what is there? Project is there. You have to select this Django project 9 p.m. It's a project folder. So it's a normal folder. Inside the folder, I included project folder. So you must open Django project 9 p.m. folder only. So I'm selecting Django project 9 p.m. and click on OK. And it will ask you trust and open the project Django 9 p.m. Yes. And this window, yes. So now it is going to be load your project now. Look at this. Your project is available, folder available here, Django 9 p.m. project here. And along with project, I created in the last lecture through command prompt one application also, that is my app. Okay, that is what my apps are. So Django project 9 p.m. Here project level settings files are more, are they like init file, ASGI, asynchronous gateway interface, settings.py, urls.py, WSGI, web server gateway interface. I'll explain all the files and also clearly in upcoming session, no worries. This is project related files, and I created inside the project one application also, then application related files. Look at this, my app is there. This is your application. Application is having lot of files like admin.py, apps.py, models.py, test.py, views.py. So in MBT pattern, no? So MBT, you can see models M, views V. Where is template? Actually, when we create a DJANGO project through command prompt, we don't get any template folder, sir. So that's what template folder is not there. We have to create manually template folder. I'll tell you clearly how to create manually template folder. Okay. Yes. Now this is what project hierarchy file. But sir, how I can run server for this project in PyCharm Professional Editor? Simple. You can go to terminal window here. In the bottom corner, terminal window is there. So inside the terminal window, look at this. Our project is located in which drive? C drive, users, computer name, desktop, DJANGO 9 p.m. folder name, and DJANGO project 9 p.m. who is there here. But notice this ones. So it's open correctly, but we created in the last lecture one virtual environment for this project. So what is that virtual environment? You know, my env. So how do we check our virtual environment? Okay. So to check virtual environment, simply you can go to the project folder. So project folder, inside the project folder, my env is there. Okay, one step back I came. So again, my env you want to go with one more step back you have to go. So scripts activate like this. So this is my env folder. So but in terminal window, you are not into your virtual environment. You are into C drive actually. So how to activate here also virtual environment, sir? Okay, your virtual environment, where is there, sir? After DJANGO 9 p.m. folder, sir. So look at this 9 p.m. folder inside virtual environment is there. Okay, so that's what we have to go back 2 steps here. So one is DJANGO project 9 p.m. We are in DJANGO project 9 p.m. We should go back to 1 step back. That is DJANGO 9 p.m. to DJANGO 9 p.m. folder. This is step 1, sir. DJANGO 9 p.m. Project 9 p.m. 1 step back. Again, 1 more step back. DJANGO 9 p.m. folder. Inside the 9 p.m. folder, we have what? MyEnv that we have to activate. So to go back to 2 steps, I recommend 2 dots. Look at this. 2 dots I'm giving in terminal. After that, slash. What slash? Backslash. What's your virtual environment? MyEnv. Slash. Scripts. Slash. Activate. This is the procedure. So why 2 dots? Because I need to move back 2 steps. 1 step, DJANGO project 9 p.m. Second step, DJANGO 9 p.m. folder. In that, MyEnv is there. That's what 2 dots I given. So after that, slash MyEnv, your virtual environment name, slash scripts, slash activate. The moment when we press enter, you can notice that you have activated clearly MyEnv available. Okay. So now we need to start the server. To start the server, simply what we need to do, Python space manage.py run server. Python space manage.py run server. Once we run server, you can see there is a problem here. So what is that? Because python.exe cannot open this file. The reason is what actually? So here manage.py, wrong spelling, misspell I did. But sir, you want to clear this window, then what we need to do? CLS we have to type, sir. CLS means clear and clearing. And again, we can type this properly command, Python space manage.py run server I'm taking. So now this is correct spelling. So whenever the moment when I start server, now we can see we got the server here. So look at this http://127.0.0.1:8000. So DJANGO version 4.2.4. So settings is DJANGO project 9 p.m. settings. Start development server at what location? 127.0.0.1 is the IP address for this project, and 8000 is the port number. Okay, 8000 is the port number. But whenever I try to click on this directly link, so it is going to be open in the browser. In this browser, we got the notification that DJANGO installed worked successfully. Congratulations. I said that this message you should get everybody. If you don't get this message, that means you have not installed successfully DJANGO project and you have not set up successfully Django project, I can say that. This is important, sir. So this need to be do that every time. So this is successfully installed clearly once I run server. But sir, I said that yesterday, we can also change the port number. Port number, default port number is 8000. Sometimes, port number 8000 will not give response properly because due to many requests when we send to the server. So it's unable to process his request. So that's what immediately you can change the port number also as per your convenience. So port number can be give any number, not a problem. So 4-digit port number you can give. So now I'm going to rerun the application. But look at this here, the cursor is blinking. But if I want to go back to previous menu, then Control C we have to hit, sir. In the terminal window, click with mouse and Control C. Control C means it's go back to your virtual environment and path setting is clearly. Do you want to clear this screen also? You can see this CLS, we can type CLS and press enter. And after that, you can rerun the server. Python space manage.py run server, and I'm changing the port number 3000 I'm giving. Now you can also change your port number how the way you want to run. So Python space manage.py run server port number 3000. Then press enter. So you got this again. Server link is there with what 3000 port number only. Now your server is giving response from 3000 port number only. So this is what response is coming running successfully Django, clearly working fine, sir. So this is the way to manage in this terminal window clearly. Clear screen and check once again. Now after this, note this point. Sir, here some students will get when they open terminal, PS will be there. PS means PowerShell, sir. Look at this. So even I will also get some PS only. Look at this. Just I'm checking here. So some students will get this links are exactly what whenever they open terminal window, PS is there here. PS C drive like this. What is PS? PowerShell. It's not command prompt. So do you want to activate command prompt continuously? So look at this here. You can select this drop down arrow mark and you can select this command prompt. But even though if you select command prompt, always it will not be command prompt again. Because whenever you reopen Python Professional, again it will go to what PS only. Then how I can make changes or permanently my command prompt means, so just do one thing. So activate this arrow mark here and go to settings here, click on settings, and there one window will open. After that, you can see shell path is there. So here you can expand this drop down list. So by default, it's set PowerShell.exe. You have to set all the time cmd.exe. After cmd.exe, then click on OK. From now onwards, you can clear all the local windows which is open in terminal, and directly again you can open terminal. Now terminal is opening. Now this time you can see command prompt it is. So it is permanently command prompt only it will run. So this is the better option for running Django server. PowerShell is also okay, but this is the better compared to PowerShell. So again, we need to activate virtual environment actually, because you have cleared the window previously and we are into C drive, but I need to go with my virtual environment. 2.mynv/scripts/activate. So this is the way. So after that, again, you can run the server, not a problem. Okay. But one thing you can notice, sir, here. Okay, what is that important thing? When I start server here, look at this. When I start server, Python space manage.py run server. Okay, what is manage.py, sir, every time? You are trying manage.py. What is there in this manage.py? So manage.py file is very, very important file. This is going to be used to run server. Run server command also important. This can be used to run your web application. And manage.py is the main file actually. Look at this project level folder files are there inside the project level folder, and inside the application level folder files are there. And look at this manage.py separately available. Sir, what is there in this manage.py? So double click on it and check now. So once the moment I double click on this manage.py, what is there in this manage.py? Notice this. So OS system module, and this manage.py file is having what main method. Yes, sir. It is having main method. So main method means what? The program will begin from main method only. So for what project environment is set, operating system dot environment dot set default. So Django settings module and Django project 9 p.m. settings only. So that means 9 p.m. project only settings are activated in the main method. And here you can see if name equal to main, the main method I'm calling. So that's what every time we need to use manage.py. We want to start your development server, we need to run the main file. So main file where it is there means manage.py file only it is there. By default, it is available. So that's what we used to say every time manage.py in the terminal, sir. So let me go with terminal window and just notice this. Once I start Python space manage.py run server and press enter, so you will be able to get some message here, important message you are getting. Along with the link, you can go up only. You can notice this clearly, all of you, sir. This is important. When we go to up, so you will get this message usually. So this message you can read properly, sir. You have 18 unapplied migrations. 18. Your project may not work properly until you apply the migrations for applications like admin app, authentication app, content type apps, session apps. What are these admin app, authentication app, content types app, session app? These are built-in application. Okay, these are built-in application. And where are these built-in applications, sir? So these built-in applications are present in settings.py. So look at this here, Django version 4.2.4 using settings, Django project 9 p.m. settings. Sir, where is settings.py? See here how manage.py is very important to us to run the server. Settings.py also same importance is there. This is very crucial file for Django application development. What is that? Settings.py. Sir, where is settings.py? So you can see this is project level folder. Expand it. So every project is having one settings.py by default. You just double click on settings.py and you can check what is there in this settings.py, sir. Look at this. This is settings.py. Django settings for Django project 9 p.m. created by Django admin. Start project using 4.2.4 version. And now slowly come down here. You can see under installed app section, admin app is there, authentication app is there, content types app is there, sessions app is there, messages app is there, static files app is there. These are all built-in applications by default. The moment when we create a Django project, it will be created. So for this projects, for this application, these applications are having internally some tables. Tables means tables generally where it will available in the models. So that's what it is showing. Migrations are migrations. What migrations? Look at this. So it is asking you have 18 unapplied migrations. Okay, you have 18 unapplied migrations. Your project may not work properly when we don't apply 18 migrations like this. Okay, so now it's not showing because server has stopped. Let me go to terminal and Control C and clear the screen and restart the server, and you will be notified again 18 unapplied migrations like this. Look at this again, 18 unapplied migrations. We have to apply them, sir. How to apply them? Python space manage.py migrate command to apply them. It is same. So we need to run Python space manage.py migrate command. You have to apply. So when we apply migrate, then only your database is going to be activated, sir. What is database? Default database, under settings.py, you can see default database is activated by default. Note this point. The database activated database name is what? SQLite3. Okay. So django.db.backends SQLite3, db.SQLite3. But where is SQLite3 folder? Look at this. db.SQLite3 is there. Every Django project by default associated with db.SQLite3 file. But note this point. db.SQLite3, it's what file right now? Text file, sir, it is. Text file, exactly. What file it is? Text file. But I want to make this is a database file. Look at this icon, you can observe. This is the text file icon right now. I want to make this icon as a database file icon. How to make this means
Right now, we don't have any tables for built-in applications. What are the built-in applications? Admin, path, content time sessions, message like this. But that is what they are saying. What you have 18 unapplied migrations. You can better to migrate. They are saying how to migrate means after migration, automatically that application built-in tables will be created. Once the tables are available in the database, automatically this db.sqlite3 is going to be activated and it will become a database file. How to make changes? You can see Python space manage.py migrate. This is what they are asking to run the setup. Python space manage.py migrate. So once I hit this migrate button, now Python space manage.py migrate. Note this, all the migrations are going to be applied, sir. Look at this, all the migrations are applied for authentication application and content type application and all the application session application migrated completely. Once migration completed, then notice this here, you are able to see automatically the database SQLite3 icon got changed. What icon? This is database icon. Now in this db.sqlite3 database tables are there. How many tables? By default, 12 tables will be generated. Once the tables got generated and it will become a database file. But by default, it will become a text file. Actually, it is text file by default. Whenever we apply the migrations like Python space manage.py migrate, automatically table gets created for this built-in applications and that tables will be available in the SQLite3. Sir, how I can open this SQLite3? I want to check tables now. So how we can check tables now in db.sqlite3 means you can see this. Go to right hand side in PyCharm professional editor, database is there. Right hand side corner, database is there. You just go to database. When I go to database, nothing is there, sir, here. Yes, by default, nothing will show in this context. So how to make this db.sqlite3 tables present here means you can see this. Click on plus symbol here. New database I'm activating. So click on plus symbol. After that, go to data source. Once you go to data source, you can see what is your data source. So many databases are available, but your database is what? SQLite. You have to choose SQLite, sir, now. Once you choose SQLite here, then after that, you can see one more window will open. The window name is called data sources and drivers. And here you have to click on this ellipse button. 3-dotted ellipse button is there. So to open the project database file. So click on three dotted ellipse button and go to the project location where you created, sir. So I created my project in desktop. So what is the folder name? DJANGO 9 PM folder. You can expand it. What is the project name? DJANGO project 9 PM. You can expand it. What is the database file? db.sqlite3. You can select it. After that, click on OK. And after that, click on OK. Now automatically you can see your database db.sqlite3 is loaded into here. You can expand it, but look at this main file is there. You can expand it. Right now we don't have main folder. Any tables are? Yes. But if you want to bring the table, just right click on it and refresh this clearly. Once you refresh, then once you expand this main, look at these tables, how many created by default. After migration, Python space manage.py migrate, 12 tables created. And when we expand this, all are 12 tables available here, sir, actually. 12 tables are available. So authentication, group table, group permission table, user table, so many tables, all built-in application tables here. Even we have a application, no, my app. In this my app, later when we create our own models and tables, that also can be appear here left hand side, right hand side of your PyCharm editor. So this is the way to manage your database. Once we migrate, db.sqlite3 file gets created, and in that tables will be stored. The tables you want to manage, right hand side you can manage here database, and you have to plus symbol and choose the database file and load it, and right click on main folder and refresh it. Automatically tables will be created. From now onwards, in our MVT architecture, model view templates, how many models and tables I create, all the models and tables can be managed from here only database. Okay, this is the case exactly. There is another way also there. If you want to manage your models, like using admin panel, using DB browser for SQLite, that also we can manage, not a problem. Okay, this is the way to manage your database file here. But now this time after manage our database file, you can go to terminal window again. So when we start server, just clear the screen and clear the screen, sir. When we start the server, okay, when we start the server, so when we start the server, now this time you don't get any 18 unapplied migrations like this. So Python space manage.py, run server I'm taking. Now you can see we don't get any 18 unapplied migrations or something like that because already we have migrated. Once you run server again, it will be okay. So this is the way to manage your database files. Next one, and most important thing is, so whenever we create a new application here, my app, okay, so this app must and should be included in the settings.py files. Then only when we send a request from this my app to DJANGO server, then DJANGO server can be recognized your request. Otherwise, no. But by default, this DJANGO project 9 p.m. how I created through command prompt. The moment when we create a project or application command prompt, by default, it will not be activated or installed in the settings.py. You have to do manually. So let's go to DJANGO project 9 p.m. settings.py. Now in this installed app, do you have any my app configuration? No. So you must and should configure your application name here. My app I'm taking, my app. From now onwards, any number of applications you create under your project folder, every time I should go to settings.py. Under installed apps, we have to include the application name compulsory, sir. If you don't include the application name, then your application through when we send request, your request will not be considered by DJANGO server. That is the problem actually. So in future, next when I try to create my app 1, my app 2, my app 3, every time I should come here under installed app, I have to inform to the DJANGO server that I'm creating a new application like this. You have to include your application name clearly. How built-in applications by default configured, and you have to create your, you have to include your your applications also, application names also under installed apps clearly. This is one important point you have to notice. Okay, and most important thing is what, the moment when we create DJANGO project through command prompt especially, so there is no templates folder also creates. Actually in MVT pattern, every application is having models.py. This is exclusively model file creation. And views.py is there. This is also created, this is exclusively for view creation. So all my views I can maintain in views.py. All my models I can maintain in models.py. Models and views, clear. But where is templates? Templates are missing. So by default, template folder will not be available when we create the DJANGO project through command prompt. You have to add manually. How to add manually, sir? Simple. This is the root folder. This is not root folder. This is the root folder. Look at this strong text is there, no? DJANGO project 9 p.m. strong text. And this is the normal text. So this strong text folder, you have to right click on it and go to new. Then you can see directory is there. Directory means folder. So I need to create the folder by giving the name called templates. So press enter. Automatically templates folder is created. So now onwards, I'm going to create my HTML templates all into templates folder only. Now this time you can see in the application models are there, views are there, templates are there, MVT pattern. It's okay. But this is very important. The moment when we added a new folder like template, you must and should register this template folder into settings.py. This is also important. If you forgot to include this template folder in settings.py, you will get a error that is called template does not exist, sir. You will get error that is template does not exist exactly. So you must and should include this template folder under settings.py. Go to settings.py. Slowly you can come down. You can see templates directory is there, no? Here template directory. In this DIRS, there is an empty square bracket is there. In this here, we have to include your template name. So templates name. This is the way to do this. Exactly. Got my point? So these are all settings related to what's our project. This is manual settings you have to do. When you create Django project, okay, along with application through these steps. What steps? These steps. What I followed in the last session. So 10 steps I followed, no? 10, 12 steps like this. If you create Django project and all manually, you have to do all changes like this. Sir, you said without following these all steps also, we can also create a Django project. No? Yes, I'm showing now that this step. So now I'm going to close this project. So not required, but in our upcoming session from tomorrow onwards, I use this project only, sir. Okay, this is our fixed permanent project. From today onwards, whenever I add some new applications, I can add this project only. So only one project can contain multiple applications. So finally, at the end of the Django session, I can upload this Django project 9 p.m. folder completely to your Google Drive. So that whatever in the classroom I discuss, many applications like 20 to 25 applications I create, that all application code along with code, it will come to your location. That is my main motto. And now coming to this, without following the steps which I have followed in the last lecture with command prompt, simple way, if you want to create a Django project, yes, it's possible. So first you have to open PyCharm Professional Editor. Do you want to create a Django project with 3 clicks? Only 3 clicks, no matter. So look at this. File menu. Click on New Project. Click on New Project. And now we can see left hand side panel, there is a Django framework is there. You have to select this and choose the location. Where do you want to save your Django project? So project name default Django project 1. If you want, you can change the name also. And Python interpreter is there activated. And you can see more settings also there here, more settings. And just observe carefully, more settings and template folder by default it's creating. The template language, Django template language is activated or Jinja 2. I'll talk about this later. And next, application name. Do you want to create a Django project along with application? Yes, we can create along with application. But look at this. Whenever I try to create my app, but my project name is new project name Django project 1. So this is very simple way to create Django project and application. Simple steps. Let me show you once again. Click on file menu. Go to new project. Left hand side Django framework you have to select. Give the project name and the location where you want. If you want to change the location, you can click on this folder and choose the location, no problem. And you can expand more settings. And my application name, I'm giving my app. The moment when I click on create, note this. It will automatically create one virtual environment and it automatically install Django. But while doing these steps, you have to maintain internet connection because Django will be installed under this project. So the moment when I hit this create and this window, now we can see generating, creating application, okay, and downloading pre-built shared indexes, and Django also is going to be recognized whether it is there or not. If not, it will install. All the files are loaded and close this tabs here. Now notice this. Django project 1 created, project level files, along with my app created, application level files. But the advantage you can see, template folder also by default will come. Did I create templates folder? No, manually I have not created because already I choose template folder also while creating Django project. That's what template folder by default comes. This is very simple. Instead of following those steps which I discussed in the last lecture by using command prompt, you can create by simply 3 clicks. It's also okay, but just better to follow that steps. After that, you can go with this one also. And the advantage here, what template folder by default will come. And look at this, the application already created. No, this application also by default installed in settings.py installed apps. Look at this settings.py and go here under installed app. Automatically while creating Django project, one application also added. No, that application configuration also added by default. But in the previous lecture, what I created Django project and application, that application by default not configured because I created through command prompt. From here also, do you want to create new applications, sir? Yes. Let's go to terminal. Now automatically this is completely C drive desktop Django project 9 project 1. You can also run the server, no problem. It will work fine, sir. Here also. Manage.py run server with the default virtual environment. We don't have any virtual environment. Default it will be. Okay, here also Python space manage.py migrate to apply them. It is saying that is warning. You can click on this running server successfully clear. This is the way to do this Django project directly with Python editor. Sir, can I create new application here? Yes. To create new application, what command? Python space manage.py start app my app one. So now we can see you are creating a new application through command, that means terminal my app one. But the moment when we create new application, you can go and click on project, automatically my app one is created. One more application created. But make sure that this my app one by default will not be configured under installed apps settings.py. You have to manually include. So settings.py, look at this my app only by default configure, because this my app is created along with project. When we create new application, you should manually add this my app one like this. So no matter how many applications you are going to create, that many applications you have to include under installed apps, then only Django server can easily recognize from this application request. So this is the way to create Django project directly without following any steps with command prompt. This also you can follow, not a problem. But make sure that Python editor need to be configured well. So download Python editor, install it by following next. Open Python professional editor. Once you open Python professional editor, you will get one window, start trial license. You can select the radio button, start trial, and below you will be able to see login if you have already account, or else register. You can click on register, and once you click on register, it will ask you to enter your mail ID. Once you enter the mail ID, click on submit. Then JetBrains community people will send one confirmation link to your mail. Go to your mail, open your mail inbox, JetBrains, and there is a confirm account is there. Click on the link, and after that it will open new window. You can create your account. Okay, create your account by entering first name, last name, username, password, what we can say, mail ID like that. Okay, after that sign up successfully and close the window and your mail, and go to back to your Python professional editor. There you can start trial, and now this time you can click on login because already have username and password. Same username and password you can enter and submit. You will get a message called authorization successful. Once authorization successful, you can open Python editor and directly you can create Django project by going to new project, Django project name, more settings, my app, create. So this is the proceeding for Python professional editor. So this is about today's session, complete overview of Python editor, project creation with directly Python professional, or already you have a project which is created through command prompt, how to open, how to handle database file configuration, all these things, basic settings. You must and should aware completely, how to activate virtual environment also. These are very important, sir. Otherwise, you will get trouble in upcoming sessions. That's what I clearly explained in the how to handle with Python professional settings. So in tomorrow's session, we will go with the basic logic, how to create view and how to send requests through view, how to get response. Everything we'll discuss. Along with that, I'll explain this all the files which is available project level, application level, all files configuration also. I'll explain that. So that's all for today. If you have any question, you can feel free to ask me now. How to get Django demo video? Now you can go through YouTube channel. DURGASOFT YouTube channel playlist. Otherwise, wait, I'll show you. You can just go to YouTube. They were uploaded 2 videos last session. And in the YouTube search box, you just try to DURGASOFT. You can try just DURGASOFT. Now you can see Durga Software Solutions. And there is a playlist option is there, playlist. In this playlist, the recent playlist we have. Now you can see DJANGO plus REST API plus Flask
with project demo 1. 2 videos are there. These 2 videos you can watch it. These are my videos, this batch videos. Today, third video, they will also upload here. Total 4-5 videos they'll upload. You can watch it. Anyway, once the demos are over, automatically your mail can be added into my list. So daily you will get videos and material. Regarding your request, I speak to already, I didn't inform them. Okay, so you just tell to them same thing. I'll manage it. So that's all. If you have any question, again, you can feel free to ask me, and see you tomorrow again. So tomorrow and after tomorrow also we have session. Then continue this. After that, you can take decision whether you want to join with this course or not. Yeah. Any questions still? Those are already my Python full stack students. Please wait for 2 days. Okay. I'll send a complete DJANGO PDF and all the video lectures up to now what I conduct. 1 or 2 days you can wait, means I'll send all the videos day by day, and DJANGO PDF complete material, 300 pages material is there. That PDF I'll send to you directly. So once demos complete, then I'll start procedure, regular procedure. You can use any editor, sir. It's not a matter, because as per my convenient, I'm saying, because I used to handle all the REST API Flask DJANGO sessions in PyCharm only. So better to follow PyCharm only, so that coordination will be clear. Otherwise, you can go with the Visual Studio Code, Edit Plus, or any other editor. It's not a matter of editor. Wherever you want, you can write it. But if you go for other editor, you will get some little bit trouble, because everything manually we need to install libraries in future when we start DJANGO development. If I go for PyCharm Professional, then it's easy to manage them all. Yes, classes will be from Monday to Saturday. No Sunday class. Yeah.
Sir, video and notes I will get each and every day.
Yes, each and every video. Yes, this videos, 3 videos or not. Once demos are complete, then you will get this PDFs are completely. Let me show you. So this PDF you will receive full-fledged PDF. DJANGO PDF is the 300 pages material PDF. Everything is included in this. Whatever I explained, everything total stuff is there. So this is the DJANGO table content total. All files clearly, step by step. Installation process, screenshots, everything. Look at this. I have included installation process here also. Once you watch this material, once you see this material, no one will get confused. Undoubtedly, crystal clear you will get. Along with videos, you have to practice them. That is only thing. So many of the students will do what, they'll ask videos, material, PDFs, they will arrange everything, but main thing they will forget to practice. That is the matter actually. So I don't know why it is happening. Everything will be provided, but unfortunately they don't practice. That is very big mistake. So don't forget to practice. Practice is important, especially in DJANGO. I'm saying once again, those who are attended my Python core and advanced session, you feel comfort. I think so, because it's a straightforward programming language. Anybody can teach Python. Anybody can learn Python. It's not a big deal. But teaching and learning DJANGO is a little bit complex. So you will also see in future sessions. Yes, once I complete demo sessions, I will start UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery. That is also included in the PDF. So see you tomorrow, because I have a class.
Sir, I have some questions to ask, sir.
Ask.
Yes, sir. I am asking for that the JavaScript, sir, is fully completely for Java and for Python developers, sir.
Not required, I said, no, already.
Not fully required.
Because Django framework will provide lot of built-in validations. No need to write JavaScript. Even that validations also implemented by JavaScript internally. If in case you want to write your own customized validations, you can come with JavaScript. In our session, JavaScript functions, how to handle also we'll discuss with validations in the context of UI.
Okay. That will be enough that you have to teach me in JavaScript. That will be enough, sir.
Enough. If not enough, go and learn complete JavaScript. It will take 45 days to 2 months. I am saying that according to Django level and REST API level and everything is completely quite enough, because even though if we learn JavaScript, we will not going to be write any JavaScript logic, because Django itself, it's a brilliant framework. It can provide all the facilities to manage with JavaScript. How you can manage with JavaScript, you can manage with Django only. Then what is the need of JavaScript? I'm saying, my question is, in case you want to become a JavaScript developer, go and learn. I'm saying 2 months time it will take. Exclusively JavaScript only they will teach. If you want, I'll arrange faculty from DURGASOFT.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, in Django, we will learn about middleware also.
Middleware also, obviously, you can see this. Just now we opened the settings.py. So middlewares are already available, but we need to come up with our own middlewares. And that middlewares we need to inject here. Then our middleware will act as a operations clearly. It's there in settings.py. We need to create our own middlewares.
Custom middleware.
Custom middlewares. Custom means we need to create our middlewares. We have to inject that middlewares into application.
Okay, sir.
And check the syllabus copy so that you'll understand what topics I'm going to cover. I hope you received the content and PDF completely. So content you can check. What I'm going to cover, you can check over there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So that's all for now. So I have to start 10 p.m. One more session is there. That is Python. Just I'm leaving now. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.